What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another vlog. So, I just got out of work, and I've decided to go strolling uh, nearby. And I thought, why not make this video? Because actually, today is a very important day for me personally. So, exactly 10 years ago, April 6th, 2014, I officially came to Japan. So, yep, I've been here for 10 years. 10 whole years, guys. And I thought, this wouldn't be an authentic Japan vlog if I don't feature, cherry blossoms. So, I wanna I guess I want to celebrate my 10 years here in Japan with you guys. So, I really couldn't believe it. It's just another day, I guess, but when I think about it, 10 years is a very long time, you know. I understand like a lot of people, who come to Japan, they stay here for a few days, maybe a few weeks, if they decide to stay maybe like a couple years or so, but I'm no. Other than myself, like, do you know anyone else who's been, living in Japan for more than 10 years as a foreigner? But, of course there are, but, I mean, I have family here. Uh, like, they've been here for more than 20 years, but I just can't believe, that I myself would get the chance to not only visit Japan but actually live and work here. So, I want to talk about my experiences in Japan for the past decade, and to say that uh, living in Japan is life changing. I think that's an understatement, because I think having lived in Japan for 10 years, I think it's fundamentally changed who I am. I would say that I'm not exactly the same person as I was 10 years ago. Because living in Japan, like, I had to learn things, and I have to change many things about myself in order to survive here, I guess. But yeah, uh, it's been quite an experience. There's actually a nice breeze. I'm wearing a jacket, but it's quite warm today. But I kind of like the warm breeze. There are a lot of people in this, like, this street is full of cherry blossoms, by the way. And like, if you can see, like, there are lots of people gathering here. Not only Japanese people, but uh, other people from different countries. Yeah, there are other nationalities here as well. So, anyways, let me talk about my life in Japan. So, you know, having lived in Japan for 10 years, like, I would say that I've been living a life that I guess most of you watching would, dream of having. Because looking at the core of like JEFusion as a website and like JEFusion as a channel, like, we are first and foremost like an otaku centric channel, if you will. Well, sure, we focus mostly on like superheroes like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and whatnot. But we sometimes talk about anime. We sometimes talk about games. Like J-pop and stuff. Like, sure, like, you can have such access through the internet, but like, it's a completely different experience when you're actually in Japan, like, living it in real time, you know. being here personally, like it's it's a completely different experience to say the least. So, like, for example, of course, like I said earlier, we talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, you know, a lot on this channel, and like being able to wake up every morning, sit in front of the TV, and watch those shows as they are aired in real time, not having to wait for someone to upload on the internet. Although, there are no subtitles, but that's I guess negligible on my part. But yeah, like it's something that I guess a lot of our fellow tokusatsu fans out there dream of doing. Uh, and I guess in a way, being able to meet said actors from those kinds of hero shows, like I've experienced that as well. So if you haven't, go check out my Zenkaiger final tour vlog. I guess I'm gonna leave it down in the description so everyone can see it. And there was definitely a time when I talked a lot about Japanese idols, most especially like AKB48, and having been here, of course, I had the chance to meet them in person, and actually come into very close contact with them pre pandemic, of course. But yeah, these are some things that I I guess in a way I have dreamed of doing myself, but like I would talk about this with Dan and our other friends. And now that I'm here, I get to live and experience those things. And I would even say so far as like having been able to meet well adult film actress. Yeah, I've even done that for this channel. So like because I've been here for 10 years, like I've said, it's changed who I am as a person. And I would say the biggest thing that has changed about me living here for a decade is that I think I've become more adventurous. Living outside of the comfort of my home country, in a country that, while I have studied about, I have learned about, you know, I didn't have the actual experience. It's completely different. Like, sure, you can study things about Japan and its culture, but having come here and having interacted with actual Japanese people, like it's very much different. I tell you guys. So, like, I've tried things that I probably wouldn't have done before. I guess having learned Japanese during my college days was a big advantage. It's really a big help, but like I had to actually go out there and use what I've learned and talk to Japanese people without needing a translator. You know, like it's been a joke. Like where are the subtitles? Like you arrive in Japan, there are no subtitles. Yeah, like it is true though. Like I guess a lot of tourists might think that, but for me, having learned the language, I've had the opportunity of using what I've learned. But the most important thing about that is I had to be brave about it. I had to I needed to, muster the courage to go out there and explore things, especially on my own. Although I've been living with my dad, who's been working in, who has been living in Japan for more than 20 years. But like, even if I asked him to take me to those places, like, it's different when you do it by yourself. So in a way, I've also kind of become independent, because like I had to figure out a lot of things here on my own. Like, uh, it's different when there's someone with you, but again, like going around, for example, in quite a big city like Nagoya, which is the capital city of Aichi, where I am living in right now. Like, having learned how to take the trains and the subway on my own. Of course, there's the internet to help you out. So I guess doing a bit of research never hurt. But like, actually being there, like, is this actually the right platform? Is this actually the right train? Like, I had to learn by myself, and like, when I'm not sure, I had to ask the people around me for directions in Japanese, of course. Not to flex, I guess, but yeah, it's kind of true. Like, I had to do those things uh, as a form of survival, you would say. So I've again, I needed to, like, be courageous, be brave, and actually, you know, go out and explore. And actually, because of that, yeah, I guess my sense of adventure had awakened, you know, when I came here. Because if I never came to Japan, if I stayed in the Philippines, I probably wouldn't experience much anyway. Like, I I probably would be just comfortable where I am. Like, now that I'm in Japan, like, I want to experience so many things. Well, honestly, I've never been to Tokyo by myself, and I still want to, but I think there are still so many things here in my area that I'm yet to see. There's still so many things that I uh, could probably do, but yeah, guess living in Japan for 10 years changed me in that kind of aspect. I guess I would still say that I'm still me. No. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if I've matured. I couldn't say that completely just yet, but in some ways I feel like I did. But yeah, this experience changed something in me. And there's something about regret that just came to my mind. Like, I would say, I guess, if I were to give you guys advice to anyone who's watching this video, to the probably a few dozen of you who are watching this video, because this probably isn't going to generate so many views compared to the topics that we usually talk about. So if you're watching this video, share it with your friends who probably want to come to Japan. And if you're probably one of those people watching whose friend or family had shared this video with you, hi, my name's Philip. Welcome to JEFusion, and this is my vlog. So if you want to come to Japan, let me give you some advice. Like, about regretting things, I would say it's better to regret doing something that you did than regretting something that you don't or you didn't do. Because that kind of regret, the regret of not doing something, bites you in the butt more than regretting something that you did. You know, like, don't be afraid to try new things. Like, uh, don't be afraid to go out there. Like, sure, you can. If you don't know how to use Japanese, if you can't speak Japanese, that's okay. You can use technology like like translations, and like you can use your phone, whatnot. But you have to have the guts. Of course, I'm not saying that you should throw away all caution to the wind. You still have to be careful, but you know you still have to go out and try things on your own, or at least be prepared. If you really want to, like, being prepared is definitely going to be a good thing. But I think, well, personally, like, the best adventures that you can have here, or I guess anywhere in life, anytime that you go travel, not just to Japan but in other countries, like, the best things occur when they happen spontaneously. Yeah. So, like, don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to check out things that you haven't seen. Like, you probably might see, like, a lot of tour vlogs of Japan, like a lot of people like traveling Japan. Like, they show you places that probably are too touristy, but I would say go to the places less explored, uh, because you never know what you're gonna find, and probably they're going to be better than the ones that people often visit Japan for. Of course, like, living the ultimate otaku dream. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but uh, there are so many other things that you can do in Japan, and there are so many places to see that, again, are probably not featured in any typical travel vlog. But, like, it's definitely like, Japan is definitely something that you should experience for yourself. And yeah, like, well, traveling to Japan or any other country, and maybe if you're planning to live there, it's going to definitely change your life. So yeah, I guess yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. uh, I'm still in shock, actually, realizing that I've been here for 10 years, and know I get to live out what most people, well, I get to live out the things that actually not a lot of people think about when talking about Japan. But in a way, I also have experienced things that people think about when they talk about Japan. So yeah, uh, I hope you guys enjoyed the background view. Like, let's get up close for a bit. There we go. That's a very nice flower. I mean, we're here. This is actually called Sakura Street or Sakura Dori. Like, it's literally, as the name says, like, this is a street lined with sakura trees, and I just came at the perfect time, I guess. Like, they're in full bloom. They're at least, sorry to disappoint you, but the flowers may not be as pink as you would expect. Like, these are a bit more white. Probably, if you look at the center, they are a bit pink, but these are authentic sakura trees. I'm not kidding. But yeah. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you do like this video, and you probably, if you'd like to see more content about Japan, like us being outside and experiencing Japan things, like, please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and well, here's to another 10 more years in Japan, I hope. See you again. Bye.